Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun, and I know you thought I forgot about Caught in the Act, but y'all, I've been so busy. But this is the last episode of Caught in the Act. Let's get into it. So Corey, who works for the government, is going with George, who is a photographer. She said they started out as friends, but they quickly became lovers. Tammy was asking her, what made you do that so quick? She said she just knew he was the one. And Tammy was like, well, what is the problem? She said he's a photographer. And she said she went through his phone. Y'all need to stop doing that. She said there were some inappropriate messages in his phone from girls, photos from girls. He's a photographer, so his justification was, he's a photographer. And then she said they recently lost their baby. So Tammy had an affinity for that because she has gone through that same process with her husband trying to have a baby for him. So Tammy was like, give me his information. I'm going to get my people on it. We're going to find out. So they came up with this new detective out of nowhere for the last show, but they followed George on day one. He went to a jewelry store. He went in there. He bought something. He came out. Nothing happened. So they had to wait till the next day. So on day two, she kind of camped out the house or whatever. George didn't come out till the next morning. He came out with this woman in lingerie. They went out to lunch, dinner, kissing, very close. So she got some photos. She ready to take it back to Tammy. So Corey comes into the headquarters. Tammy introduces her to Dr. Ken. She lets Corey know that Dr. Ken is there to help with any emotions that she may have when she gets ready to show her this. And she said, are you ready to see the video? She said, yeah, I'm ready. Tammy was taken aback because she seemed a little eager to see what is going on these video surveillances. So she was like, okay. So she started playing all these videos, right? She showed him going to the jewelry store and nothing happened. And then the next day, she showed him with the girl, Brittany, in lingerie. So she was like, I really kind of don't know him. Then they kept going, right? So then Corey says something and takes Tammy completely off of her rocker. So then she's showing her these videos and Corey is trying to seem like she's devastated. Corey says, I just wanted to see these videos because I knew he was doing something. That's why I was doing what I was doing. Okay, Tammy is pissed because Tammy says she takes this very seriously. She is really trying to help these people when they feel like somebody is doing them wrong. And she was like, actually, George should be the one who's coming here on you. So you've had somebody this whole time? And she said, how long? Child, she been going with a man named Anthony for a year and a half. A year and a half. Now, Tammy is pissed, right? Because now Tammy says she feels like she's been played. But she says she has to do her job. She has to remain professional because this girl has come to her to find something out. But Tammy told her, we're going to find it out. But we're going to involve Anthony too. Now, this is when Corey gets devastated because Corey doesn't want Anthony to know about George. And she definitely doesn't want George to know about Anthony since she over here checking up on George. You know what I'm saying? So, child, here comes the day. Like, Tammy is really pissed. And you can tell she kind of doesn't want to do this because, why? Because Corey is cheating. And she feels like George is cheating. But Tammy said, she has a job to do, so she's going to do her job. So they pick up Corey. They let Corey know that they have found George and Brittany. And they're on their way. So when they show up, they have somebody in there and they're listening, to George and Brittany. And George and Brittany are definitely together, right? He is all about her and he is loving on her. So now it's time for Corey to go in. Oh, I forgot something. When Corey left the headquarters, Tammy and Dr. Ken was sitting there thinking, the baby that she said she lost could be Anthony's. Let's get into it. So when Corey runs into the restaurant, who is this? Who is this? George stands up and says, my woman. And Tammy and them watching the video and they're in shock. So then once Tammy and them comes in after so much going on, George lets Tammy know that Corey has not been around for a lot of things. She went missing for a week for her birthday. When she had the miscarriage, she wouldn't let him come to the hospital. His name is not on the unalive certificate. And he's like, he needed somebody for himself. So Brittany's the girl he's rocking with. So then as they're going back and forth, Anthony walks in. And Anthony really doesn't know why he's there. So Corey is shocked. George says, is this the gardener? Because Corey has let George think that Anthony, who he has kind of seen before, is the gardener. And he was like, sir, what did he say? He said something like, I fool with greens, but not them kind of greens. And then it lets it be known that Anthony and Corey are together. Corey was cheating on George 6 months into their relationship, because she and Anthony have been together for 18 months. That was Anthony's baby. He is the one that was with her for her birthday. So George is like, let me just go and clear this up for y'all. I don't want to be with her. I'm with Brittany and I'm out. So you know who's hurt now, Anthony. So now this is the time that Tammy would have taken the guy to the side, which would have been George. But it's Anthony, because Anthony is the one who is being cheated on for real, because George has made his decision and him and Brittany are good over here. So when she goes to talk to Anthony, Anthony tells her, like, yeah, he was like, we've been together. Like, this is my woman. And he lost it when George said something about the baby, because Anthony knows it's his baby, and eventually Corey had to admit it. That was crazy. Right? And he is so hurt and he's so devastated. So he's out here talking to Corey. She was like, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know. And he is so hurt. So when it comes down to it, Anthony left Corey, as he should have. This episode was so good, and it was definitely a twist. And I can't wait till the next season comes out, because Tammy Roman has something with this. It's your girl Millie Chun, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.